I need those photos and recordings.
I didn't take them for you, Alex.
Listen, this material is more important in my hands, believe me.
Oh, really? Why do you think I took these photos? These aren't going to be framed and hung up on my wall. Our people need to evaluate them.
You're Monkey King, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so am I. And right now, there is tension in the headquarters, and the whole team is splitting apart. I knew Josh was an asset for the government this whole time, but I didn't have the proof. I have the papers that confirm scopolamine in the meth, and now I have proof that it was Josh who was bringing it in with the help of the FBI and CIA.
Right. That is a big deal that Josh is working with the spies and bringing in the brainwashing drugs into the group. And we need to work together to bring them down. I mean, listen, Josh was my asset. And since he fucked up that protest about Megan's report, I knew he was the mole. I just couldn't contact anyone else in your group because I couldn't trust anyone else. So I am on your side, Alex. But that man that he met is Gary Keinenberg. Now, I'm assuming you don't know that name, but he is a major target for us. We believe he is the man that is fucking everything up for us.
Right. But Josh is fucking everything up on the ground. This could be fixed with these photos and recordings. If you keep them, all you get is Keinenberg doing what we already expect someone like him to do.
Yes, but the people don't know that. He's on record saying that they work with the cartels in transporting drugs in America, not to mention the photos of him meeting a main member of the Monkey King in the south side of the inner city, as well as the recordings of them admitting treason. We could use this as a way to turn him into an asset. He would do anything to not let these recordings and photos go public.
Fuck. Is there a way you can make extra copies?
All right, how about this? We'll head back to my place. You can hide out there for the night while I make another copy. But you're going to have to find your own way back in the inner city.
Divorce.
Look, we just have to make it look like we actually separated.
But what about the kids?
They'll be in on it. They're old enough to keep a secret. If not, we'll just say that I'm gone away for work.
Yeah, but permanently.
Until this whole thing blows over.
Yeah, but it won't blow over. You think that if you stayed in Washington for 6 more months, you're going to change the world?
Okay, maybe not. But this really is the best option. If I stay in Congress and do what they tell me, then I will never be able to live with myself. If I resign or withdraw from consideration in the next election, then they will just replace me with another yes man or woman and nothing will change. And if I keep doing what I'm doing, then I'll have a positive impact, but your life will be harmed or the kids. The only option for me to continue the good fight while securing the safety of you and the kids, and the only way to do that is if we pretend that we had a nasty divorce.
So do I hire divorce lawyers?
Yes, attorney-client privilege is something you can use with them if you want to tell them what we're doing. But it doesn't matter if you take everything or if I take everything. We'll still be together behind the scenes and the money will be shared as usual. You'll bash me online or in interviews and such to make it seem like the divorce is a real thing. We have to convince these people that me and you are actually separated. That way, when I continue to push the buttons of these elites, they can't threaten you because they'll think I hate you.
What about the kids?
They'll be fine. Now that you'll have full custody of them, they'll assume they are cut out of my life. This is the only way. I'm sorry.
Paul was walking back to his cell. Even though he was aware of the breakout, he didn't know anything of the plan. He didn't know where to go or who to trust, but he did believe that his life was in danger. Paul's head was on a constant swivel, looking over his shoulder and in the distance for whenever the next attack was coming. A fellow inmate bumped into him. Paul put his hands up to fight the man.
It's all good, brother. Sorry, I bumped into you by accident.
He stuck his hand out for a handshake. Paul slowly put his hand out and reluctantly accepted it. Their hands met, but there was something in the other man's hand that he now placed in Paul's.
See you around.
Paul continued into his cell. He peeked his head out to see if any guards were nearby. Once the coast was clear, he sat on his bed and looked at what was just given to him. It was a piece of paper. Directions of the escape.
I want all y'all niggas to find this bitch.
Jam, we still need to sell our shit. We can't put the whole crew to ice one nigga.
This one nigga betrayed our crew. Too many times. First he didn't kill the white boy, and now he taking our shit. I'm about to put a bounty on his ass.
Like fucking David Copperfield.
What?
'Cause you want to make his ass disappear?
Scooter, don't say another word again.
Okay.
All right, where are we looking at?
We already visited his mom's place, but she ain't know where he is.
Try again, and I do mean try. It don't matter if you gotta use her to flesh him out.
If he got our shit, then he probably trying to leave the city. He knows we're on him. He mostly likely trying to escape the inner city.
He ain't escaping with all them guards surrounding this part of the city.
His boy Alex Nilsson did it. He was here with D when all the separation of the rich and poor started. Shit, he was the one that began that whole thing. He was the reason why there is a border separating the neighborhoods. Yet he still managed to sneak through it and kill that politician. He's boys with D. He most likely told D about the way to sneak across.
Have them near the border, you two motherfuckers go to his mom's crib. We taking this nigga out once and for all.
The fighting was intense. The shooting was from a distance, but soldiers were being targeted. Even though it was evident that Khaheem had better soldiers, he simply didn't have the numbers. He was isolated. The dynamite created a massive gap in the road ahead of his army and behind. He was cut off from his supply line and was running out of ammunition and men. Jimmy was watching from a distance through a pair of binoculars. He saw Khaheem's face. He was exhausted. His men looked exhausted. Even though Jimmy had only met Khaheem that one time, he could tell from that one interaction that he was a man that never was used to losing, never used to not being the most powerful, never not having control, never used to not having his way. The face Jimmy was watching through his binoculars was a man that didn't know what to do, a man who was lost, and a man who looked defeated for the first time in his life.
They're about to run out of resources. They got no ammo, weapons, food or water coming to them. Meanwhile, we got all the resources that we need thanks to our production. I can't believe it. Mr. Jimmy, he looks defeated.
He is defeated.
Mr. Jimmy, do you know what this means?
We officially run Mauritania.
It means that the manufacturing is working. Our buildings, our refineries, we completely rushed the process of developing them for this war, and they producing more than needed. The citizens have motivation. They have real incentives now, real money that is theirs to keep or spend in any way they choose. Everyone is working because everyone is spending. Therefore, everyone is making money. Khaheem's army is weak. We could take the mines for ourselves now.
Let's wait.
What is there to wait for?
He's not defeated yet. Plus, there is an easier way to get control of them.
Here are the recordings and pictures. What are you going to do with it?
I'm going to show it to the group. Once I prove it to the group who Josh really is, or what he has become, anyone who joins him will be the other agents in the group.
You don't know the other agents?
No.
You didn't see the images in Megan's report?
What images?
In her report, there was a side-by-side of the agents, with their real names on an FBI document, and a picture Meg took of the group. You can see who was undercover from the start. It should have been in the report.
They must have blocked it out somehow.
I got a copy. Bring the photos of Megan's picture and the agents. Take it to HQ and show it with the other recordings and photos.
Do you know anything about their plans for me?
In what sense?
Remember when they said I was the top priority? That Keinenberg guy told Josh to complete his objective with me, and that was the top priority. I mean, you work at the FBI, don't you? Have you heard anything?
I don't hear from the FBI. My job is to keep an eye on Bill Shea.
What about from the Monkey King? You said Josh was your contact on the inside.
He didn't mention anything about you. He's working with the FBI unbeknownst to me, or at least so he thinks.
Don't you have friends in the Bureau who can help?
Listen, Alex, I don't know. The only person I can think of who does know is Paul Staubitz, the guy from the trial. He claimed that he knows why Ziegler was shot. The government pinned the shooting on you and you alone, even though they knew it was an operation of the Monkey King. That'd have a manhunt on you, even though they know where you are. You are an important figure, Alex. After you beat that rich kid, it was the exact excuse they needed to do what they are doing now. You're symbolic. Historic, even. I mean, have you ever thought about who killed Michael Blumen? I know it was you, but the Monkey King took credit for it, but haven't you noticed they actually haven't solved that murder? No one further investigated it, and no one went to jail for it. It sort of was forgotten. Like, it never happened. The only logical explanation was that they had bigger plans for you. At first, I thought that plan was for you to shoot Ziegler to bury Megan's report, but they took credit for Blumen's murder before the report came out. They got you to join the Monkey King before they knew about Megan interviewing them. The report was simply an unexpected wrench in their plans, and out of desperation, they got you to shoot Ziegler, pin it on you instead of the Monkey King, and then make up some bullshit manhunt on you. The plan for you, Alex, wasn't Ziegler. It's what's coming next.
Why did they pin the murder on me instead of the Monkey King?
They need the Monkey King alive to justify the oppression of the nun-elitists. They need them to be radical, but shooting a politician? If the public knew it was the Monkey King, the government would have no choice but to eradicate them.
Wait, so me murdering Ziegler, that was just them thinking on their feet to cover up Megan Petrillo's story? It wasn't their actual plan for me?
I think so, yes. Like I said, they had bigger plans for you long before Megan's story. Megan's story was just something they didn't expect along the way. I think they had to bury it quickly so they can continue on with the plan. You have to remember, Alex, plans of this country last longer than 3 consecutive presidents doing all 8 terms. That's how you know presidents don't do shit, because they are only in the Oval Office for 8 years at most. Meanwhile, these plans last more than 20 to 30 years. My point is, everything the people at the top plan is long-term. Their plan for you could last 10 years, who knows?
So what do I do? How do I know what decisions to make? How do I know I'm not falling right into their plans? I mean, I joined the Monkey King because I thought I was going against their plans, and now it turns out that was their plan.
I can't tell you, Alex. I don't know their plans.
Couldn't you find out? You're a part of it, technically.
Like I said, I'm undercover, Alex. That means that I have no affiliation with them.
Yeah, but you're also undercover in the FBI. Wasn't your job to spy in the FBI?
It was, and then the FBI sent me to Bill Shea, and now I control the most popular political influencer in the world. Regardless, Alex, I can't help you out. But we know who can. Gary Kinenberg. We'll work him and find out what we can from him. But at the end of the day, no one knows more right now than you.
Dan was working in his office.
Come in.
Hey, Dan.
What are you doing here?
Just want to see how you're doing.
Empty your pockets.
What?
You heard me. Empty them.
Jason reached into his pockets and pulled out the inner fabric.
You don't trust me, Dan?
You're joking, right? I knew who you worked for as soon as you brought up Winlow.
Listen, I don't know what you think I've done or who you think I work for. But all I know was that ever since the night we were supposed to meet at the restaurant, you've been distant.
What happened at the restaurant, Jason?
If you were there, I wouldn't have to tell you.
Oh, really? Have you told anybody else there what happened? Like your wife, for example?
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb with me, motherfucker. Did you not pay attention to any of the shit I just said? I know who Winlow is. I know you were sent here to spy on me. I knew the whole fucking time. I was just stringing you along so I can find out the truth for myself, which I did.
Jason remained silent. He looked uncomfortable.
Okay, Dan. Maybe I caught you at a wrong time. I'm going to leave now.
You're going to stay here. Because one thing you need to know right now is that my wife and kids are gone, so I got nothing to lose. You, however, still have it, and I can take that away from you, and if you call my bluff, I'll just kick the shit out of you right here in my office until you comply. So tell me what you know.
Like what? I don't know much at all.
Okay, well, let's start with this. Who is Gary Kinenberg?
He said nothing.
I'm asking you a question. Who is he?
Jason started laughing.
What's so funny?
Jason leaned into Dan's ear.
You really think your cell phone was the only thing they bugged? They're always listening.
Why would the nigga go back to his mom's?
Because he just got a bag of cash. What, you think the first thing he gonna do is hit the strip club?
You think he's still hiding there?
No, D had a lot of time to bounce before we found out he was the one that robbed us.
So why we checking his mom's place then?
Because it's what Jam ordered us to do.
Shit. If it was that easy for D to take the cash, imagine what we could have done with this entire team here.
Yeah, I can't imagine. We would have Jam's peoples to hunt us down like what we doing now.
Yeah, but we Jam's muscle. Shit. We the muscle and the dealer. Soon enough, we gonna be the motherfucker janitor, and our wages will still be shit.
What you trying to say? You want to quit and go straight? There ain't no other thing for us out there, Scooter. That's why we in the shit in the first place. The truth is, nigga, is that Jam is the only employer out there for us. What choice we got, yo?
Scooter and Jamar arrived at the house.
Aight, we here. Let's both go through the back.
Jamar and Scooter slowly opened the back door. The creaking noise from the opening of the door and the dash of light fading through the darkness of the interior of the house was enough to guide the two young men inside the house. They both raised their pistols. It was dark, too dark to see what was ahead of them or around them. The lights came on. The sudden brightness pierced through the eyes of the two burglars, disorienting them. Before they can get settled, they were both knocked to the ground with a blunt object. They looked up and saw Deshaun looking down at them with his gun drawn.
D.
You niggas came here to rob my mom's?
Jam gave us the orders, D. We weren't gonna harm her.
You harmed her last time.
We did not. We just needed to know where you were.
You put a fucking gun to her head, motherfucker. You really think I was gonna let that shit fly?
I'm sorry, D, but the fuck you wanted me to do? Shit is just business, you understand? I ain't gonna try to talk my way out of this. We deserve what we got. Do what you gotta do.
Nah, fuck that. Don't do what you gotta do.
Scooter, shut your ass up.
I don't want to fucking die.
Listen, if you came here for the money, it's gone. My mom's have it, and she ain't living in this part of town no more, and I don't know where she at. Now, I didn't go with her because I got a proposal. I kept half of the money. That money that I kept split 3 ways is more money than any of us will make in 20 years doing this shit for Jam. If I let you live, you could just kill me later. But you won't get that cash, and you know that Jam ain't giving any bonuses for you taking me out.
What do you want from us?
There are corners all over the neighborhood. Jam owns 70% of it, which means there are bags of cash as big as the one I got all over this part of the city.
You want to rob all of Jam's money?
We could, or we could start our own crew, all 3 of us running the whole neighborhood.
Jam runs most of the inner city. There is no way we could compete with him. He'd go to war with us.
He can't go to war if he ain't got soldiers. We were his best soldiers. We'll pay our crew more money, the word will spread, and more niggas from his crew is gonna come over to ours. And when Jam starts a war with us, I got a good arms dealer.
What about the product? Where are we going to get that shit?
I got a connection. Same motherfucker that sold me this gun I'm pointing at you. As a matter of fact, that man is the reason why you niggas ain't gonna be in caskets soon, because without him, I'd already ice you fools. So we got a deal?
Khaheem's men were falling back, but they couldn't go any further back. They were trapped. The men were depleted. They had no ammo and no reinforcements. It was over. The only reason the Mauritanian army wasn't running through them was because of the crater from the dynamite in the road between them and Khaheem. Jimmy started walking towards the front lines.
Mr. Jimmy, what are you doing?
As Jimmy marched his way towards the front lines, the Mauritanian soldiers moved out the way. Even though Jimmy wasn't a soldier and didn't fire a single bullet in the firefight, he could tell each soldier had a certain level of respect for him. Jimmy acknowledged it before grabbing a megaphone and stopping near the ledge of the crater that separated him from Khaheem.
Khaheem, I think it is time we talk. Your army is defeated, your supply chain is weak, and your resources are slim. We could continue our fighting, and I could order our men to blow this entire area into ashes, or we could sit and talk.
Khaheem slowly rose to his feet. He's been ducking for cover for several hours during the firefight.
We will never let you win, McLyle. You Western scum. You Americans suck the life out of our people, suck the life out of our lands.
And I'm giving life back to the people and the lands. The people of this part of the world have every right to have contempt towards the West. But the West didn't show you their modern world. They only showed you their modern weapons to destroy you with. I'm bringing the advanced knowledge of the West to the people.
We never asked for you to come. Nobody wanted you to be here. You are an invader still, whether you like to admit.
Khaheem dropped to his knees. A bullet went through his back. One of Khaheem's men walked up behind him and shot him once again, but this time in the face.
What would you like to talk about, Mr. Jimmy?
Paul was reviewing the directions in his head over and over again. He waited patiently for the lights to go out. Anytime, he thought. Paul was hesitant. He didn't know how to do what he was going to do. It was out of his character, but it was the only way out, and now was the time. Paul tried to stick his face out of his cell as far out as he could.
Hey, guard. Fuck face. Yeah, I'm talking to you, faggot. Let me out of this shithole cell, or I'm gonna break out and fuck your wife real good. Don't worry, she'll enjoy it, since her husband is a homo fag who only puts his dick in other guys. You fucking cocksucker.
The guard marched over to Paul's cell.
Open cell 234.
The bars opened and the security guard grabbed his baton and began to beat Paul with it.
Is that it? Is that all you can do?
I'm going to beat you until you can't stand.
The guard dragged Paul out of his cell by his hair and into a private room.
You okay? I had to beat you to make it look real.
No, it's fine. I don't think anybody suspected anything.
All right, good. Now this is basically a room for solitary confinement. This room is right next to the loading zone. This is where the food deliveries come from. They put the empty crates back onto the trucks that deliver them when they leave. You'll be in one of the crates.
Okay, how am I going to get out of this room?
The guard walked over to the end of the room and pointed towards a specific part of the wall.
This cinder block will move. When the prison was being renovated, we made this block faulty, detached from the rest of the architecture. The truck will move it from the outside and place it back when you're gone. Wait here. I'll give the boys out there the signal. Okay, this is where I leave you. Good luck, Mr. Staubitz. You are an American hero. The world needs you. Please prevail.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for everything.
The guard left the room, leaving Paul by himself.
You got something important?
Oh yeah, very important.
That's what we've been telling each other for the past few months, but we keep hitting roadblocks.
There isn't a roadblock here. There isn't a roadblock here.
Nick handed pictures over to his fellow Monkey King member.
That's him. That's Gary Keinenberg speaking with my old contact from the headquarters.
So your contact was a Fed the whole time?
In the recordings, it seems like they turned him along the way with a sort of payment once he's done his objective with Alex Nielsen.
The recordings got other stuff in it?
Oh yeah, good stuff to use against Keinenberg. We finally got leverage over him.
What did he mean by objective with Alex Nielsen?
I don't know. Alex doesn't know either, do you?
I thought his objective was already done, getting him to kill Ziegler.
I thought so too, but I guess that's the tip of the iceberg for him. I think killing Ziegler was just a quick response to Barry Megan's report.
That does make the most sense, doesn't it?
Anyway, I need you to take these photos and recordings and try to get someone to use it against Keinenberg.
Why don't you do it? Get Bill to use it against him.
I will, but this information should be known throughout the group, just in case someone could use it in the future.
Got it. By the way, what's the Nielsen kid like?
Nick shrugged his shoulders.
Wise for his age.
Being wise for your age doesn't mean that you're wise.
No, but that same logic goes for everyone, Roger, including us. I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Nick drove back to his apartment building. He made his way to his door, but it was already opened. Nick slowly crept his way inside. There was a man sitting in his living room.
Who are you?
The man turned his attention to Nick.
Nicky, long time no see.
What the hell? How did you get in here?
We're the FBI, Nick. We can get access anywhere.
What do you want?
What, I can't come here to say hello?
You sent me undercover at Bill Shea's place, and never sent a peep since then. I'd find it odd that out of nowhere, that you would just want to say hello.
You're right, Nick. Although maybe I should have visited you more often. This is a nice place you got. I guess Bill pays his employees well.
Well, I know you cheap bastards don't.
That's because most of our funds go towards saving this country. Speaking of which, your coworker, Megan Petrillo?
What about her?
Some of the other agents we have at the newsroom said that you were very close to Miss Petrillo.
I wouldn't say we were close, but we were friendly.
Right, and you didn't get any sense that she wanted to interview members of the Monkey King?
No, I didn't get the sense. I got the sense that she hated Bill Shea and that she was sympathetic to the Monkey King. But I never would have thought that she would actually go and interview them.
What about the moles in the Monkey King? How could she have known? How the hell did she get those side-by-side pictures?
How should I know? I'm just at the newsroom to keep an eye on Bill. Whatever my supposed coworkers do is not my business. And by the way, I've done a decent job keeping Bill in check.
Oh, really? Like when he did a segment on the Paul Staubitz trial, when Paul told the court that he was the one that gave Megan the map to where the Monkey King live.
Well, what is he supposed to do? Not report the news? And what did you want me to do about it? I got no authority there.
You know that Bill is under our payroll. He doesn't report shit that we don't want him to report. He knows goddamn well he wasn't supposed to do a segment on that. Your job was to keep him in check, and you failed. You failed to detect Megan Petrillo's espionage, and you failed to prevent Bill from doing what he was supposed to be doing.
So what is this? You're firing me?
No, we're transferring you.
Where?
We're sending you to the Monkey King.
Mauritanian soldiers were guiding the soldier that killed Khaheem to the military tent where Jimmy was waiting.
Did you give up your gun?
Yes, I gave it to your men for now.
Okay, come on in.
Hello, Mr. Jimmy. My name is Akin.
Nice to meet you, Akin.
What would you like to discuss, Mr. Jimmy?
A deal. I know your army is losing influence in the region, and it is because of us and our production. Your army has no leverage because the people don't need it anymore. Yes, you still control the mines, but you're losing control of the country because finally the people are getting a piece of it.
So, what's your proposal?
Join us. Give us the mines. We take control of the mines and you join our military. You'll make more money working in the military than you ever did with Khaheem. With our production increase, we are projected to make far more money than your operation in months. It doesn't matter how much these other Western countries pay you for those minerals. It is not sustainable enough to compete with us. Not to mention, at this rate, we could just take it by force. Work with us. I promise I will not send you into any useless wars, unless absolutely necessary.
How can I trust you, Mr. Jimmy? How can I trust that once you get our minds, you won't shoot us all down?
I am a man of my word. Khaheem didn't give me the chance to prove that, unfortunately. Besides, with all due respect, Akeem, I don't think you have a choice.
Okay, Mr. Jimmy, you have a deal.
Great. We will roll in our way towards the mines. In the meantime, your men can stay in the city. We will set you up in our finest areas of the city. You'll be treated well.
They both got up to leave the tent.
Mariam, please return Akeem's weapons.
Mariam entered the tent and handed the weapons back to Akeem.
Wait a minute.
Jimmy took a long look at Akeem's rifle.
What is it?
Nothing. Sorry about that.
I look forward to doing business with you, Mr. Jimmy McLeod. Our men will drop the remains of our weapons and surrender.
Very well.
Akeem left the tent and made his way back to his army.
What was that about?
Did you see his rifle?
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
It's the same rifle we have, the ones that we got from the Americans with the same model numbers and everything.
The Americans were arming Khaheem as well?
Yes, but the guns had the same model numbers, which means they were made and sent around the same time. The Americans armed Khaheem. Khaheem does not have the money to buy these top-grade weapons from the U.S. They must have given this to him for free.
What does this mean?
They know I'm here. They tried to arm Khaheem to kill me.
Dan sat in his empty house. His wife and kids were gone. He didn't even know where they went. Dan sighed as he stood on his feet and turned on the camera. He returned to the couch and sat back down.
Hello, my fellow Americans. As you know, my name is Dan Milneck. I am a congressman in the great state of Virginia, and I have something dire to tell the American people.
Alex returned to the Monkey King head.
Alex, where have you been?
I have something important. Did you gather everyone?
Yeah, they're all waiting for you.
Good.
On May 14th, I was invited to see an old friend, Jimmy McLeod. He told me in secret about a company by the name of Winlow. Those of you who are aware of them know them to be one of the most influential companies in the world, but I don't think you quite know how influential they really are.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for gathering here today. I have some very important news to share.
Alex could see Josh in the room. His face screamed of concern, worry, and of anger as he watched Alex stand in front of the Monkey King.
I am aware there has been some drug abuse in this compound that is rotting this group on the inside. Some of you might already be aware of this, but I don't think some of you are aware of what I am about to show you.
The day before it was revealed that Jimmy McLeod was the supposed evil villain behind what's wrong with the world, it was known in Washington that he was going to be set up. Yes, Jimmy McLeod was set up and was defamed by the people at the very top. Here is a recording of our beloved Robert Ziegler admitting this. Let me play it for you.
So what was in this substance that was clearly of different color than the other drugs that were being sent to this compound? Well, there was a secret ingredient called scopolamine, a drug found in Colombia that is known as the devil's breath because of how it was used to brainwash people into doing things they have no control over. This could be murder, robbery, or even suicides like self-immolations.
I played dumb about my knowledge of Winlow. So when I was invited to meet the members of Winlow in a small restaurant near the borders of the inner city, I thought it to be a great time to investigate. I went into the building across the street, and what I saw were two men watching monitors that were showing what was happening inside the restaurant. I will name every influential person I saw on those monitors and what they were doing.
So how are these drugs getting here? Well, I have an answer for you. Here are some photos and recordings of someone from this group.
I was reprimanded by the two men until a third one came in, a man by the name of Gary Kinenberg.
Here's a photo of Josh and a mysterious man giving him a bag of...
Josh and several other members opened fire towards the rest of the Monkey King. The crate opened.
You okay? I'm good.
Damn, he beat you pretty good.
Had to make it look real.
I hear that.
The man helped Paul to climb out of the crate.
Okay, so what now?
This truck is moving out to where it usually goes. We're going to drive you in this pickup and take you to the safe house.
The two men entered the pickup truck and began driving on a dirt road through the dark forest.
We're very happy to have you on board.
Thanks for having me. You all saved my life.
Yes, we heard they were going to send another man to kill you after the last attempt. I guess what you know is too important for it to be revealed. What is it, by the way?
What is what?
The secret they don't want anyone to know? You know, like the real reason why they sent Alex to kill Ziegler. I mean, I think we all know, right? To bury the Megan Petrillo story?
No.
No?
No. The purpose of Alex killing Ziegler was much more than burying the story. The murder of Ziegler is a small piece to a big puzzle, but the puzzle can't be complete without it.
That's why they haven't caught him yet, even though the manhunt has been going for some time now.
They'll never catch Alex.
Why?
They're not done with him yet. Not even close.
Gary Keinenberg stood in his office, the room illuminated with the dim light in the spacious dark room. Gary looked down at his table. It had dominoes placed in a symmetric pattern. There were so many dominoes that it filled almost every corner of the giant table.
Oh, so, how the people rush. Not knowing of the simple touch, one decision can affect it all. The choices they make, the roads they take with one little push, they all shall fall.
With a quick flick, he pushed the first domino over.